The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Again, a reminder, tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., be here for the Twisted Christmas tickets for Black Keys opening night and that record hang. A lot of people still calling in trying to get to it. And 8 a.m. tomorrow, just target it, put it in your phone right now. Wild moment on Congress floor yesterday. I'll just read the headline here where a senator and a, quote, ex-MMA fighter challenged the Teamster boss to a fight. Now, Teamsters, historically, tough guys. Mm-hmm. They're very tough. And this guy looks like
watched Ozarks, the Teamsters there. I learned a lot about Teamsters.
Oh, my God.
Now, my opinion is that's how they only operate.
Yeah? Well,
that's how the Teamsters operate.
I don't think that's so far off. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's not legal.
Well, historically, the Teamsters
aren't legal.
They have.
I can't wait to watch Brian work his way out of this one.
Let me see here.
What are they?
I don't want to get run over when I get out of here either.
I gotta be really honest. I don't fully understand what a Teamster is.
Okay, it's a union.
It's a group of guys who want to work. I don't get it. I remember in Ozarks they were like, well, we need somebody. We need 500 employees. We'll go see the Teamsters. I'm like.
Can you describe, because I haven't seen Ozark, can you describe what the Teamsters are like in that show before Brian gives the description?
In that show, a casino opens on the river.
Okay.
And they need a lot of people. They need security. They need people building it. They need all this stuff. So they go see this group called the Teamsters. They have tons of pickup trucks, tons of delivery trucks.
Why do you think they have all those trucks?
To carry supplies. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. They got a lot of trucks, though.
Well, they love to work.
Well, they mean business.
Sure.
I'm sure that they probably have to get a lot of lunch too. It's a lot of people, and there's just one head guy, and he's super mean, and everyone respects him, very godfathery, and he's sending people on jobs. Go fix the boat. Go see them. Offer security. Go do this pickup. So I'm like, I don't fully understand it. He needs to employ all of these people. Some people didn't want to work with the Teamsters. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot of employment. If you need help, they're all very strong. They seem like good options. But I don't know how that just exists if the whole thing's illegal. I don't get it.
It's not illegal. It is.
I don't understand.
What they are is the International Brotherhood of Teamsters, which does sound kind of illegal, but it's a labor union. It's just a union. And it was formed in 1903 back in the day for truck drivers and team drivers. Everybody that drives semi-trucks.
They're just supposed to drive. They're not supposed to do the other stuff?
They're not supposed to do the other stuff necessarily.
Okay, so they do the other stuff, though.
But
at least in this show.
Do you know who Jimmy Hoffa is? You ever heard that name?
I've heard of him.
Okay. Do you know what happened to him?
No. Okay. What do you do?
This might be a big sidebar. I don't know if I should get all into it, but
no, because I'm hooked. I'm hooked now.
Well, he was a Teamster boss, but the money he used for their pension fund, he lended, I'm using quote fingers, to the mob to build casinos in Las Vegas many, many years ago I'm talking about now. This is nothing recent. And at one point, he wanted back in. He went to jail, okay? Jimmy Hoffa ended up going to jail.
Okay, for the lending of the money.
He got busted for, the government was all after him. In fact, it was John F. Kennedy's brother.
Just for a loan?
It wasn't a legal loan. These were illegal loans that were going to the mob. The mob doesn't exist, by the way.
I gave you money the other day to do something. Can I get arrested?
Only if you come at me, I'll find people that will arrest you. That's what Jimmy Hoffa did. He didn't like what was going on. You understand? About the government trying to crack down on all this behavior. They wanted them to be a legitimate, complete organization. I'm not saying they're not today. I'm just saying back then. This was way back before I was born. This all stuff happened. Okay? And then Jimmy Hoffa goes to jail. He comes out. He wants to take back over the union, but the mob had put a different guy in charge, and they liked him better. And Jimmy Hoffa was kind of crazy.
Wait a minute. The mob got to pick the boss for the Teamsters?
Again, it wasn't legally picked, but they kind of made it happen. They put the guy...
So was it on Indeed? The listing? Could you apply?
This is pre-Indeed.
Okay.
I don't even know how you applied for a job back then. I guess you just said, I want the job. I'm not quite sure how that played out. And then the sad part is the mob and Jimmy Hoffa threatened them to go to the government and talk about all these illegal behaviors. And then Jimmy Hoffa disappeared, and he might be, they haven't found him yet. It's been 50 years. They haven't found him.
Oh, they don't know where he is?
They don't know where he is.
Huh. You think he's dead? Or you think he went to a different country? What? No, why would they?
So he disappeared going to a meeting with a mob boss in Detroit.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Odds are not
You see the conundrum now.
Oh, that's not good. Why would they kill him? What did he do?
Because he was threatening to go talk
he
to the government.
All the money. He was so nice.
He was their boy in the beginning, and he wasn't their boy in the end. And
he
so
turned on them.
He turned on
so
them.
the Teamsters are supposed to be truck drivers?
Yes, they are truck drivers.
Only.
Yeah, maybe Trucker Mike can call and explain it. I don't know if he's a Teamster or not, to be honest.
Is every truck driver a Teamster?
don't-
Automatically?
I don't believe so.
I think it's like how every rectangle is a square, but not every square is a rectangle.
Ooh.
There's also good movies. There's one with Hoffa, with Jack Nicholson, and also The Irishman, we came out more recently.
I've seen The Irishman. Bad movie.
Well, you said, wait a minute, you've seen The Irishman?
Yeah.
That's what this is all about.
Oh, God. I was 17 hours later.
You've seen The Irishman? I explained all that?
Wait, that's what the movie's about? I don't remember. He's in like a nursing home now. But he's not dead.
Are you sure you saw The Irishman?
No, I did. I gave it low stars.
It's long. It's long.
It's so long, and it doesn't have a point.
Oh, no.
Kenzie, just so you know, when you Google The Irishman, the description comes up, and it says, in the 1950s, truck driver Frank Sheeran gets involved with Russell Buffalino and his Pennsylvania crime family. As Sheeran climbs the ranks to become the top hitman, he also goes to work for Jimmy Hoffa, a powerful Teamster tied to organized crime. That's the description of the movie.
No recollection of Hoffa.
Did you go to bathroom breaks during the movie, or what'd you do?
No, I watched the whole thing. I don't remember. I remember they drove trucks sometimes. But I didn't know Teamsters only drove trucks because I watched Ozarks and they did so many other things.
But you don't remember Jimmy Hoffa, which I believe it was Al Pacino playing Jimmy Hoffa?
The main character.
I don't know. Did you hear all the names in that movie? Like, it's like a whole...
There's
not the other names.
There's not one character. No, he gave you two names.
They were so long. I'm not going to keep track.
Frank, Russell, Jimmy Hoffa. Those are the three names.
Well, they had last names.
Oh, okay.
Like Branzina. I don't freaking know. It's long. It's like, okay. I mean.
I can't believe I've explained all that and she saw The Irishman. Can you watch it again before we do the story? We'll do it Monday.
No, I don't get it. So are they illegal or not? They were at a time because in Ozarks it's not Jimmy Hoffa.
The union itself was never illegal, but there are activities because of Jimmy Hoffa in there that were illegal.
Okay, so it's just a Jimmy Hoffa thing.
Kind of. There was other people in there.
The rest of the Teamsters are like running a gun. They're just driving these trucks.
Yeah. Is there a Teamster who can call up and explain this better than I did, maybe? I don't know. I thought, okay. Yeah.
I don't know why it exists.
Well, it's a union. It's a union, so they get
it's a job.
They get pay. They get better pay.
But in this show, not all of them had jobs. So why yet? So is it like an employment office for people who want to drive trucks?
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to get a Teamster on the phone, and I'm also gonna get to the story what happened in Congress with the boss of the Teamsters because you have to hear this audio. I swear. I'm glad we got this open discussion and talked about it. I didn't know you'd seen The Irishman.
Is it Jimmy Hoffa audio?
No, it's not. He's dead. Or no one's found him yet. We don't know he's dead or not.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right, let's reset what's going on here. I was going to play some audio from Congress yesterday about a senator that tried to fight the head of the Teamsters in a hearing. And you have to hear this audio, and I promise we'll play it. But we just got somewhere else in the conversation. That's why I love doing this show. When I brought up the Teamsters, Kenzie had a question, what are the Teamsters? She saw the show Ozark, which was incredible, that series.
I love Ozarks, but Ozarks, I was watching it, and I'm like, I don't get how this exists, because it seems government-y, but everything's illegal, and I'm like, why is there just like 500 men who can do every job?
Yeah.
There's so many people in the hallways.
Yeah.
They're just waiting for people to show up and be like, hey, I'm building a casino. I don't understand.
Okay, so here's the thing.
What's going on?
We got sidetracked. We will get to this audio that you have to hear. I explained the Teamsters and Jimmy Hoffa. I thought I did a pretty good job of explaining the history. And then Kenzie drops, she's seen The Irishman, which explained everything I was explaining, but she don't understand. The Irishman was boring to her.
I don't remember there being that many trucks in that movie. That was a lot of long conversations.
I remember that review I read. It was like, not a lot of trucks in this.
1 star. Not enough trucks.
If it's a movie about people who drive trucks, there was very few.
So I thought we'd go to the horse's mouth. Our listeners out there, we asked for some Teamsters, a whole bunch called up to explain it maybe so Kenzie can really leave here today. And there's people just siding with Kenzie on this one.
I don't get it. Is it legal?
Well, Dan, the Teamster, checking in from Midlothian. He's a UPS driver. Dan, ahoy.
Dan and Rylan. Rylan, say hello.
Hello, sir. Now, can you explain the Teamsters any better than I did to Kenzie about this?
Yes, the Teamsters, first of all, they need to relax on trying to fight O'Brien. O'Brien did a lot of great work for us. But
you're talking about the guy in the audio that I'm going to play in a little bit here where they threaten to fight there.
Yeah, if that's the President O'Brien for Teamster 705.
Got it.
Okay, can I ask you, do you do anything illegal? No,
You're just jumping right into it.
Do you have to do illegal jobs sometimes?
Yes, and first of all, they're not.
Wait, did you say yes?
Our drivers.
Wait, stop. Did you say yes?
The factory.
Oh, hold on. I don't know if you can hear me that well. Dan, did you say yes when she asked you to do these things illegal?
What? What did you say?
Okay. Kenzie asked,
do you do anything illegal? Like, is there any? There's a plethora of jobs that come through. Apparently, do you have to do any illegal ones here and there?
You got him on hold, Brian.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dan, you're back up here, Dan. Can you answer the question?
No illegal work.
Okay.
We do hard work and grind work and just to get home to our family.
That's right.
Do you have the same job every day, or is every day you're like, I don't know what I'm doing?
No, I have my own route every day. Like I said, I'm a UPS driver, but there's UPS people in the building that are Teamsters that don't drive, that are busting their backs every day. So
you don't have to drive to be a Teamster?
I don't believe so. I mean, I've been in the union for like 9-10 years, and I was not driving for like 5 of it, and it was Teamster 705. So
okay, so
there's more than just driving involved in the Teamsters.
If I wanted to drive for UPS today, and I went to a UPS store and applied, would they be like, girlfriend, you're not a Teamster? Is it Teamster like solamente? Like you gotta be a Teamster to be driving?
Yeah, you usually gotta, build your way up and through. Rylan, say hello.
Are you working right now?
Yeah, you gotta build your way. You gotta build your way up, and usually go through the docks, and then get yourself on the list to become a driver.
He's saying they load trucks. You're a Teamster still if you're loading the trucks and you're not driving them.
Oh, you gotta load them first.
Yeah, you got your stuff on there. Got your Amazon packages on there.
Yeah, there's no point in driving an empty truck.
Well, I don't. So, and not every Teamster drives.
Correct, but it is a union and covers all these people that work in the trucking industry.
Okay. Did you get to pick? Like, I want to be for UPS, or you're like, I don't know where I'm going, man. Like, you got treated like a player.
I had to deliver some rough areas at first, but now I'm in a decent little area in Cicero, so it could be worse.
A decent area in Cicero.
That wasn't nice, Brian. You couldn't help yourself.
I couldn't help it.
That was not nice.
I want to know. Okay. Wait, hold on. We have some more Teamsters on the phone.
We do. And Dan, I really appreciate you calling in and explaining. I really appreciate you and being a UPS driver. Be safe out there today and next several months of holiday. I think they're hiring 100,000 more people, Kenzie.
Teamsters.
They got to be.
You can't just
I assume they have to be a Teamster to drive.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Chuck's the Teamster, checking in from Joliet. Chuck, ahoy.
How you doing?
Good. Now, I guess, Kenzie, go ahead. You want to ask me if there's anything illegal?
Have you ever, at a minimum, been approached to do something illegal? I'm not saying you did it, but was there ever Teamster work that seemed sketchy?
No, because I'm actually a school bus driver.
Whoa.
There's children involved? Oh, my God.
They're smuggling drugs.
Where are they going to stop?
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's about 400 of us at our location. And there's also
400 Teamster school bus drivers.
What's that?
400 school bus drivers that are Teamsters.
Not just school bus drivers, but monitors, people that ride the bus to help keep the kids under control in that.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, that'll keep them down, those Teamsters.
I know, it's very intimidating.
Some old school techniques being used by those monitors.
Got a baseball bat in their hand.
So when you became a Teamster, did you have any idea, like, if you were going to drive for like UPS or a school bus, or like, did you have any idea? Or they just put you like this, you don't know what you're gonna drive?
Well, actually, when we voted the Teamsters into our company,
so they picketed. They wanted to be union. They got the Teamsters to come
organized.
in there and organized.
And
so they can get treated better, get better benefits, get better pay.
Do you think people got like beat up? Like when you organized, was it like with
No.
force?
It's not all like Ozark.
Nothing like that. I watched Ozark, and it was nothing like that.
Okay, so you have zero Ozark like experiences on your Teamster.
That's a shame.
No.
Oh.
The only
not a section
fighting
on
we
his
do is with
resume.
the company trying to get better wages and everything.
Sure. You sit down at a nice table and probably have lunch like we do. And we
Okay, Chuck.
negotiate.
But like, you get union, you get what you want. You're a truck driver, and they're like, but listen, there's cocaine in the back of this one. Are you doing it?
No.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So now we're going to get to the audio that we promised you a while back in a sidetrack conversation that was very fascinating about the Teamsters. So now, after all that...
The more you know.
Well, so Kenzie, before we play this audio from Congress yesterday where the Teamsters boss almost got into a fight with a senator, an MMA fight, do you now have a good feeling about what the Teamsters are?
Okay, so it's a union for truck driving / truck adjacent activities such as loading and receiving and driving. And a lot of places want to be union, like Amazon workers aren't union, and they think that they're not treated fairly because that's what the school bus drivers got in on it. I guess not forcefully.
No,
they were very respectful in their negotiations.
They were respectful. They negotiated.
They had a meeting at a desk. They had a meeting at a conference.
They're kind of like, I'm getting the vibe. You know, like SAG-AFTRA for actors?
Mm-hmm.
The Teamsters are like that for truck drivers. Is that correct?
That's exactly right. We're in a union to be here. We had to be in a union to be here. That's SAG union. So
Yeah.
there you
Okay.
go. You got it now?
I think so.
You're just upset now because it's not like Ozark.
I thought that it was. I thought that like every day they came in and they didn't know what was about to happen. I did.
They're not gunslingers.
Yeah,
I know. I was like, this is a crazy career path.
Yeah.
Shout out to Teamster 700 listening. They drive through the city of Chicago.
Whoop, whoop.
Shout out.
Now, somebody did text in Nicole and said, you're talking to the wrong Teamsters. Those are legit Teamsters. You need to contact the guys at the Teamsters building on Jackson Avenue. Well,
That's what I'm talking about. I want some juice.
Yeah. Certainly a lot of history with Jimmy Hoffa and the Teamsters, and Jimmy Hoffa could be in Giant Stadium in the end zone.
That's what I was going to ask real quick before you play that audio from Congress. Do you have a better understanding, Kenzie, of who Jimmy Hoffa is? Can you explain that in the same way you explained the Teamsters?
Oh, I mean, I think that very unfairly treated. I think that he made some good deals and then got murdered.
That's not right. That's not. I'm not saying he was the worst guy ever. He built the Teamsters with a powerful union they
Yeah,
are.
he built up a company
By
and
hooking
then
up-
he loaned money and then they murdered him.
You know what?
Really crap card deal in there. That's not fair.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right.
That's what I got.
I'm really glad everybody got out of here with the right understanding today.
Not fair. You loan a friend some money and they kill you. Unbelievable.
Well, a murder almost happened in Congress yesterday. So this happened, and this is wild. It involves the union boss, Sean O'Brien, and a senator who was fighting with him over Twitter at first. They got into a beef on that. They're in a hearing, and this senator comes from Oklahoma. I like that he calls himself an ex-MMA fighter. I'm not sure if he ever fought or just trained at the UFC gym by Wrigley Field.
Yeah, I could do that.
Mark Wayne Mullen was his name, and they got in an argument because Sean O'Brien said something to him on Twitter about in his hearing about maybe not working hard, and you've got to get something done, and I can get that thing done. That's the lead into this conversation, which leads almost to a fight. The funniest thing is Bernie Sanders is at the end breaking up the fight.
Like he's self-made. Sir, I wish he was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company myself, and my wife was running the office.
Now, this is the ex-MMA fighter senator.
Because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be.
He's talking right to Sean O'Brien, the head of the Teamsters.
He's calling him that?
He's looking right at his face and calling him that, a fraud.
Everybody's so mean to people who lead the Teamsters. Like everybody. What is the deal?
Oh, so it continues now.
Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy.
Period.
Now he said that right to Sean O'Brien, the head of the Teamsters.
It's like Cardi B lyrics.
Was this on Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 1?
I know. I like him.
Oh,
I like
boy.
him a lot.
Now here's the retort.
Sir, this is a time, this is a place. you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
We started to fight him right there in Congress.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
That's the Teamsters boss saying, sure, perfect.
Here, I love that. Perfect.
Perfect, let's go.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution?
Now that's Bernie Sanders jumping.
With all he sees his mittens crossed on his lap. Hey, stop it.
I'll rewind the exchange again, but then Bernie Sanders jumps in like Curb Your Enthusiasm and becomes a bit.
What is Bernie gonna do? Hey, between these two guys, we break it up.
There's a 200-year-old man coming in to break up an ex-MMA fighter and the Teamsters boss.
He was frail when he was young.
How childish these guys. You want to get up? You get up. And we'll fight. These are guys that were elected in office to fight.
Run your mouth. We can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
And then Bernie comes in.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution?
Hold it. No, sit down. Sit down. Okay. You're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Actively.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond? Mr.
Hold it. If we can't, no,
This is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing.
Oh my God.
Bernie Sanders. The MMA fight got up and twisted his ring off to get ready to fight and take his shirt off almost at this point. And he listened to Bernie Sanders to sit down.
Again, Teamster, good guy. You know, the senator seems like a piece of crap, right? Doesn't he seem mean?
100%. 100%.
Like, that says,
The
Teamster's the one listening.
He's listening, but again, to go back to the exchange, like two little kids getting ready to fight.
Anytime cowboy.
Oh, boy.
Sir, this is a time, this is a place. You want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
He sounds like an automated phone call for the first half of that.
He's been waiting for that. I'd love to do it now.
Yeah.
I'm so into it.
I love that.
Does he know he's talking to the Teamsters? Like all Kenzie's guys are going to come up, back up this guy. 800 guys are going to run in and kick his ass.
I love the Teamsters. I want my own.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.